Change of state fundamentally is what the seeking of, wanting of kink is about. Why else do it? So seeking a change of state, it could be a arousal state, it could be a down gearing state. Change of state is ultimately what kink and play and leisure activity. And when I say play, I'm actually meaning any sort of play. I'm talking about video game. I'm talking about playing chess, tic-tac-toe, a game of pickup basketball, BDSM, seeking a change of state.
So many kink practices and activities are pulled from religious practices.
When we create a situation where we choose a person to engage with, or a group of people to engage with, that are trustworthy, that we chose.
If you are happy calling yourself gay or queer or neurodivergent or neuroqueer, that is entirely up to you. If I work with somebody, I will always try and use the words they use. So some people who are ADHD say, I have ADD. That's fine. I don't ever course correct. Some people who are autistic come to me and say, I have Asperger's, or I'm an Aspie, and I never course correct. The golden rule is to respect somebody else's identity, pronouns, name that they want to be called.
The work that each of you are doing with your population, with your specialty and your perspective on things, each of you are fighting against bigotry and hate, limited thinking, racism, and just inhumanity of humans.
We have to remember that the algorithms are biased for a number of reasons against marginalized creators. So if you are doing those things and you are young, conventionally attractive, white, cute, personable, you'll probably be fine.
Humiliation play is around giving, receiving or giving permission for a person to let go of strongly held identity performance and the internal mess, the cognitive dissonance that's created by temporarily letting go of, or being made to let go of, a performance of self that they adhere to, but it's not really who they are.
For some people, it might be that kink is running into a wall from those written texts. Thou shall not do blank, or thou shall do blank. Or maybe it's based on what the Pope is currently saying, or what their imam says. It might be about what their family, how their family interprets this material, or it might be about how they have a relationship with God.
Teaching people to ask about body language and expression, as well as learning to pay attention to body expressions, body language and expression of that unique person, I think goes a long way.
And remember, kink doesn't have to be sexually attractive to people. It can be attractive and motivating to people for lots of different reasons. And so you might be thinking, well, I don't know how that individual can find that sexy at all. Well, maybe they do, and maybe they don't. There's lots of motivations for desire, and carnality is only one of them.
A lot of the research that was done by the medical community into autism only looked at it in boys. And they actually, one guy in the 70s described it as an extremely male brain. There was a stereotype that being autistic meant you were super smart, a bit rude, quite non-communicative, and basically a bloke. And because of that, so many generations of women got absolutely missed.
A lot of the classes are online. Again, blessing and a curse. It gives accessibility not only to teachers who maybe could not afford to go teach at these kink conferences that have some great information. So we're seeing a lot of more marginalized representation with online classes. But then we're also seeing like anyone can get a Zoom account and say they're a kink expert. So those require this vetting as well.
And it's good to have colleagues to reach out to, because people outside of biz not going to know what it's like to deal with the stuff we deal with. And we're expected to be the level-headed, know all the resources. And we're just as human, trying to be good humans.